We're going to Jagerbox. Let's go, let's go. I feel very childlike. I'm low on gas. I talk about being the president a lot and presidential candidate. Well, let's drive slow. Interesting. You know, this life is a real-time choose your own adventure story. And you will reap what you sow. Really? No? Well, I don't know. Really? Shit. Yeah, I know. Darren Brown. He hasn't investigated Christ. He investigated the Bible. And he found a few flaws with it and he dropped it. And like, he's dealt with so many spirits. And they started talking to him. And he got scared. He did a stunt called Russian Roulette. I just posted on my Facebook. Oh. 5:04 a.m. I mean, there's some nasty verses in the Bible, but none quite as funny as Ephesians 5:4. 188. time and a place for everything. Time for joy, time for weeping, time for jokes, and times to be serious. If anyone knows about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, that is the church that I picked, and they kind of picked me. They came to my door. If the Christians are so great, why weren't they knocking on my door? Latter-day Saints have more missionaries than all of the other Christians combined. We have 17 million members. They have 2 billion. They should have us beat in evangelism. The gospel has been so watered down that God had to spend Lord knows how many thousands of years, millions of years. He had to pause the game and spend millions of years constructing a new kingdom in the middle for the lukewarm. That's how much he loves you guys. And then he pressed play. Oh, they want a little bit of both. Well, that's going to be hard to make, but let me try it out. The reason why I speak differently to different people in different groups is because I'm supposed to. The reason why you should is because you're supposed to. I rebuke 18 to 30-year-olds because they're rebuke worthy. They're children, they're kids, compared to me. Now, if I was 12 years old, okay, an 18-year-old, that's a big guy, you know. But if you're 30, an 18-year-old seems like a little kid, and that's what he is. So talk to him like that. If it's important, you know. Did you know that the way you speak, how loud you speak, matters? Did you know that? It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Have you ever heard that? It's throwing the words under the bus for the tone. All it means is the tone is worth more. A pound of tone is worth more than a pound of words. Not to mention the tone can change the word, can change the meaning. Here's a red light, I'm going to wait for it to go to a green light. And why is that? Because I'm not in a zombie apocalypse. That's the truth. A zombie apocalypse, I'm going right through the red. Is that true? People have been so conditioned to just ding, 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 like they're little robots. God loves the devil? He does. Not as a friend, but as an enemy. God loves his enemies. Well, what does Satan want? Unrighteous hatred. And bitterness and all this and unforgiveness. Every distortion of good. And the devil is not as bad as God is good, nowhere close. It is hyper idolatry to think so, and it's a shame that somebody might think that. I even have revelation that the angels are more good than the devils are wicked. The devils probably like goodness. Some goodness. They just don't. They love badness. It's the problem. It's like everyone loves sex, right? Oh, I'm asexual. Yeah, no, you're not. Probably not. Everyone loves sex. It's just the context. And God wants us to have it, it's got to be regulated. And God knows best. And drugs. The devil wants to do cocaine and meth, and he wants trillions and trillions and trillions of trophies without working and without earning them and without just unmerited favor for everything, really. And he wants to play video games with cheat codes, and I just disagree. And sex outside of marriage, it's unearned glory. Drugs are unearned glories.
Hello, that's it.
Can I get a junior chicken sandwich?
I'm sorry?
Junior chicken sandwich?
Okay.
And a water, please. Thank you.
I'm sorry?
Thank you. Water. Water cup. Can I get a water cup?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Can I get some water, please?
Oh, okay.
Water cup. Thank you.
Alright, that's it?
Yeah. It's a different voice for different boys. Okay, he works at a Jack in the Box. He's trying to give us food. Okay. There's no need to That's the voice that I like. I got it from Gary. It's very calming and relaxing and peaceful. And childlike. You know, little kids, before they hit puberty, their voice is very, very, very high. And there's a reason for that. Once you hit puberty, your voice is regular, but now you can go rah, 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 rah. So you have a rah, rah button. So you lost, why didn't you yell at that guy? Well, because I'm under the age of 8? Okay, that's a really good answer. You don't even know how, you can't even yell. But if you're over 13, 14, it's like, you know, the biggest sin of indifference I've ever done in my life, and I'm going to hell for this, and there's no making up for it, but outside of repenting and saying you're sorry and all that, but it was very selfish what I did. It was too much. I was too introverted for too many decades. But you know what? That's what Jesus did too. I'm sure he wanted to say, I'm sure he saw evil and he didn't do anything about it. For the first 30 years of his life, he wasn't allowed to teach, he wasn't a rabbi. There's nothing you can do. It's just like, well, that sucks. And you don't have the power yet. But when you're 30, it's like there's no way to not be a savage by the time you're age 30. You're everyone on earth, pretty much, in those times. How can you possibly make it 30 years without being a savage? You can't. Old is gold. Young is dumb, 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 dumb. They're beautiful and they're precious, that's it. And a few other things. They're learners, they're better at learning. Okay. They're more precious. They're smaller, they take up less resources, they eat slightly less food. I mean, they're just cute, but they're stupid, and it's like, they're just stupid. But they have their little mental faculty, and they're trying to work things out. But at least they're humble. The little children, there's no choice but to be humble. Now, I've seen arrogant 5, 6, 7-year-olds. Is that too little? I think they might have been 8. Because I always got to say, so 12 is 5th grade. So minus 4, 8-year-old is 1st grade. That doesn't make any sense. You don't go to kindergarten until what age? I don't know. But there's little kids, and they're being raised by kids. It's kids raising kids now. You know? And it's just nasty out there. I'm lucky to have been raised right. I have 2 dads, you know. I have the dad above, and I have the dad here, the little dad, my biological dad. But he raised me really well, but I didn't go to college. I decided to retire after it's too tempting to stay at home and love the Lord. And as I go to move to get a job, nope. I just want to be like everyone else. Nope. God's pissed. And God's spirit war serpent is on his way to the political throne. It's not going to be difficult. It's going to be very, very easy. It's just, I'm building up my wrath right now. I'm pissed. We're going to Iran because Donald Trump said so. That's not. Yeah, but didn't you vote for him? No, I didn't. I voted for Jesus Christ. way Brandon Biggs is a false prophet is if he's conspiring with YouTube. What do you mean by that? Well, don't believe everything you see on TV. When they try to show me evidence of something derp that I said in the past, yeah, well, how do I know that's not AI? How do you know I wasn't in a different mood? How do we know that I was talking? I mean, what if I was talking to somebody else in that clip? How about the context and the audience? You know, when I become president, I'm going to preach behind different podiums and they're going to have different colors. I'm also going to wear different things. And why is that? Some addresses are more serious than others. Can you buy us? I don't have any cigarettes. Well, let's give him something else. There's more to life than cigarettes. Let's see. This guy is serving cigarettes.
That's all like $2 for like a cigarette or two. Does that work?
It's $6 for one.
$6 for one cigarette?
For one, yeah.
Oh, you tripping? But I'll go buy a pack right down the street. I was saying $2 for like a cigarette or two.
Yeah. Well, I know it's when times are tough, the prices go up.
I know, but I mean, come on, $6 for a fucking cigarette?
Are you a Christian?
No, I'm atheist. I don't even believe in God. I just believe in a higher power.
Yeah, you know what the higher power is, right?
Us.
Yeah, exactly. It's the cigarettes. It's the cigarettes. Yeah, it's not us. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. It's not us. No, there's a higher power.
We are the higher power. We're gods, by the way. You
But-
gonna call me an idiot?
Yeah.
I'll pull you out that car and beat the fuck out of you, bro. You gonna call me an idiot?
You're gonna beat up a god? I thought you
You
said.
don't think you're a god. You think you're less. Then why would I be equals with someone who doesn't think they're equal? Makes no sense, right?
We're both gods, but I'm greater than you.
There is no greater than. It's equal.
You're an idiot. Now you're a bigger idiot. I was kidding before.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. You want to buy a cigarette for $1 or no? Or are you just looking to fucking talk?
Am I buying your cigarettes or you buying mine?
Do you have a cigarette?
I don't have any cigarettes.
Well, so what the fuck did you stop?
Because I wanted to talk to you.
Come on, you want to stop?
Yeah, see that shit? The guy thinks he's God. He thinks I'm God. God just called him an idiot. And then he goes God egalitarian. Now he thinks Adolf Hitler is equal to him. He said everyone's equal. There is no greater than. I mean, that's the average voter right there. And then he's getting mad at me that I can't charge what I want. I said it's $6. I said it was $6. Why? I know my customer. I know he's hungry. I know he wants a cigarette. Price has gone up. I wish I took Patsy a cigarette now. I would have had a different show for him. I got the cigarette right here. You don't think there's drug deals like that? Negotiation traps and first one's free, second one, third one. The Dare to Resist Drugs program, they warned us about this. But it just doesn't hit very hard without God in school. There's no God. That's okay. Okay. Where are we? Right here. No, we have private schools, but just let the teachers decide if they're going to close each day with a prayer. If it's an atheist teacher, I don't want the atheist leading the class in a prayer anyway. And yes, if you're a good atheist teacher, you could still teach as an atheist. But in public schools, if the teacher thinks there's a God that's going to help and wants to pray with in the class. I went to a Christian club when I was in high school. So there's obviously enough freedom to do religious things at school. It's just, I don't know what that witch, she was, I've actually told people, arguably, the most wicked men of all time, it's so competitive, they're so wicked. But the most wicked woman, I don't know. But my vote, because I haven't done a lot of research, that's why, is the girl who took prayers out of school in America. Just because it pisses me off the most. And I don't want to think about all the women more wicked than her. But could you imagine how much better this country would be if we had prayers in school? He loved his theology. We're all gods until times got hard. He goes, I'm an atheist. He's like, oh wait, no, we're all gods. I'm New Age. Who's telling you this? You're an idiot. I would have handled that situation a lot different off video. I would have been a lot nicer. And the performance demons. Yeah, well, I'm going to have a camera on me for the rest of my life. I'm going to be running for president every single day for the rest of my life. And I'm going to get 2 terms. And I'm not going to run for a 3rd one. It's just, do you want me back to back? Do you want me... The prude wins in the end. I spent a lot of money not having sex, studying the Bible, praying a lot. I've denied girls that are more beautiful than me, and girls say I'm an 8, 7, 8. There are some beautiful girls out there that wanted me for one night, and almost all of them want me for one night, want me for the whole thing. And of course, they're planning on cheating and stuff. Like, some girls, they want to get married so that they could get a ring to make their future sex encounters feel better, because they have demons of lust and adultery, and they get the wedding too. But it's a large percentage of broads in America. They get married, they cheat on you because whatever reason. It's because they don't know God. Hey, you don't know God? Jordan Peterson says, people who don't know God, let them rip. They rip out. The elites want us to think that moral relativism has a chance. And if we can theologically remove everyone's conscience, the elites get to run through things and rip through things, and they could put everyone in containment camps because when the law of the land is anarchy, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So in America, George Washington said, it's tempting to be king because I can rule really well, and it would feel good to my flesh. But I despise the England guy that was doing that. And this land is unexplored, and I have a better idea, and it's from the supernatural realm, and it's called president, and then vice president, and then separations of powers. And it's amazing that sports betting was even on the bill. Like, it was like, of course we can sports bet. That's not something we should be voting on. But now that we're voting on it, I mean, hey, this is an easy one, of course. But people are thinking, well, I don't sports bet. I'll just pick no, because I'm like, it's just the stupidity that exists in the world. And the thing was like, oh, I'll just say no, because it's the strain out a gnat, swallow a camel. Matthew 23:24. Matthew 23:4, whatever it is. I'm sure it's one of those two verses. But it's like straining out a gnat, swallowing a camel. If I had to think about it, probably 23:24 would be my first guess. I don't know, 23:4. Whatever it is, it's like Jesus was saying, you hypocrites, Pharisees. I spent the first 30 years of my life studying the Bible and loving God and no one else. And I fell into Calvinism for 2 years. And obviously the LDS Church saved me theologically and my soul and all this. And I would have been fine without the LDS Church. Compared to other people. I mean, everyone else is just is getting crushed. I mean, the Church of Christ of Latter-day Saints, the worst part about it is you don't get to experience the depths of evil, and you don't get to experience the other gods that are out there, and the bad interpretations of Scripture, and what it's like to live without the law, just your conscience. And when I was growing up, I didn't understand, repentance. I didn't get that. And I didn't know. And the Catholics go too far. But for some people, going too far might be better. I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of lukewarm Catholics, though. It's just, but I just, the Catholicism is a religious vessel, but they're static, and when they make mistakes in the past, they stick to them. And the early church fathers have a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Whew. And the prophets today make mistakes too. I mean, so many people, they don't even think God can make a square circle or a circle square. It's like, oh my gosh, well, we know what a circle is. Well, first of all, I didn't say I could make one, but I didn't say you could make one. I could teach you how to make one. I could teach you how to make a few. I can make it. But I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about God. And when people think about God, that God is so similar to them or whatever, I don't know. It's like they're projecting their stupidity onto God, and it's like, whoa. And then they don't want a bigger God. I posted a survey on my channel. I said, would you rather have a God that you're maximally satisfied with, or who'd you rather worship? A God that you're maximally satisfied with, or a God that's better, that you despise? or you don't like them right now, and you don't get it. You're just like, ugh, icky. And I didn't get very many votes. I got like 1 vote, 2 votes, and it was like, oh, I'll take the maximally satisfied one. Oh my gosh. The first commandment is worship the good God, the better one, the great one. The second commandment is don't worship a God that you're maximally satisfied with, and little idols. You know, get uncomfortable. Find a God that's bigger, better, faster, stronger. Jesus, when he preached, he said, they rejected me because I wanted them to change. People don't want to change. And if people aren't changing the clay, they don't want to change. So they're maximally satisfied. And God doesn't tempt anyone. So hellfire in LDS theology is actually having capped progression. You don't want to progress anymore. I don't know very much about the 33-degree Mason stuff, but it seems like there's levels and degrees, which is certainly similar to what's actually happening. But I think it's more like chutes and ladders than literal levels. Certain decisions, certain prayers, certain actions can really jump you up into the innermost chambers of God's heart, so to speak. And there's other decisions that can flood you down. Speaking of flood, I had a dream about my dad. He was like surrounded by oceans, and he's constantly drowning and coming up, drowning and coming up. Like he's in deep water, and then he comes up, and then it was weird. I keep seeing that stupid license plate. But I just keep my eyes on the Lord. Taking my eyes off the Lord for a few minutes could be very dangerous. A lot can happen. My cousin, Julia, is very sensitive to pride. I didn't really count the cost of being president all the way. I just realized my family and friends are going to be mini celebrities. People trying to dig up dirt. You can't wait. What's real? What's fake? Who's real? Who's fake? Is that a real account? Did he really say that? He said that 9 years ago. He said that. You're an idiot. I will say whatever the fuck I want. For any fucking reason that I want. I just saw an American flag. Fuck yeah. What a great song that is. It's a wicked show. It's a wicked movie. It's a great song. It's like Bill Burr. Like, my opinion, wicked guy. Oh, really, Lord? You didn't like that one part? Ecclesiastes 7:16. I'll rebuke you with your own words. Matthew 5:45 a.m. It rains on the just and the unjust. Adolf Hitler is miserable. We tried to give him a drink of water. The cup says, drink it slow. He doesn't like being told what to do. He drank it fast. To be fair, he was really thirsty. So, I made that angel cry. We told you not to pray for him. Jeremiah 7:16. And there's something satisfying about hell. It's locked from within. I mean, I've done it myself. I remember going outside. Jenny, Travis's house. Jenny Travis. Three, two, one. One. Obedience. It's something that Eric has that no one else has. That's what makes him special. That's not just because he's a virgin. Anyone could keep that commandment in this world. Huh. I mean, it's like... Trump didn't win because of his moral character. He won because of everyone else's. He was good at attacking them. He hated his opponents. And there was a Democrat back in the day, and just whatever her name was, like, there's gonna be love. There's gonna be love. Yeah, she didn't win. But right. But you just gotta, Trump, you just gotta say other things. There's other things that need to be said. Everyone has the potential to be a superhero. They just need to pray for it. And nobody wants to do it because no one believes that God can do it. There's an entire channel dedicated to how Donald Trump is the Antichrist. He's being serious too. It's one thing if it's like, that's one thing, but like, really? I just... I was at a bar one time in Walter, and this woman with a very low-cut shirt, waitress, was serving, you guessed it, alcohol. You think you're dumb now? Wait how dumb you'll feel after you drink this. And I said, I have a fetish for hot girls. And he takes it darkly. Exactly, that's exactly right. 666. There's this license plate that I just keep driving in circles, but the 666 keeps popping up. It's amazing. 1 in 200 license plates are 666. It's supposed to be 1 in 1,000. It's not random. We never said it was random. Whatever. 666, it can mean different things. It can mean self-exaltation. It can mean worship of the devil. Worship of self. whatever. You love yourself. It's one of the biggest sins. It's just the body that you're sitting in. You just like it. Let another praise you. A stranger, not of your own lips. I mean, Donald Trump has some Antichrist characteristics for sure, but you haven't seen nothing yet. It's just gonna get worse if I don't win. But I'm going all out. It's my fifth. my half sister said, yeah, so I decided I'm gonna run for president. Oh, okay. President of what? United States? Oh, United States of America? Yeah, that's about right. I told my half sister I wanted to be a video game tester. She says, you're better than this. How about President of the United States of America? Yeah, that's about right. Gary is one of the most faithful guys I know. And he's like, no, it's not gonna happen. Guy at the casino said 1 in 300 million. I called him an idiot, and then he said, okay, 0. Like, well, that's interesting. He doesn't know anything about me. Doesn't know my plan. All he knows is I'm at a casino, just barely winning money at a casino. But, there's this other guy at the casino. Very supportive. Much smarter, much wiser, introverted. And good for him. He rejects all the Christian versions of God. He wants something bigger. Bless his heart. He says, I just don't understand how there could be a God, a good God, when, there's these diseases, children have diseases, and he starts naming the diseases. And then he says, let me ask you this, if everyone prayed at the same time, would he be healed? I said, yes. He says, you believe that? Yep. Everyone is a large quantity and quality. You don't need all of them. But, I mean, in the days of Noah, only Noah's prayers are being heard. There was a girl that was horrified. John 9:31. They can't possibly mean that. It's a highly debated verse. Because it can't possibly mean that. God hears the prayers of the righteous, not of the sinner. The reason why I'm not pussy whipped is because I've never had pussy. But something tells me God put something in there. And I see it with everyone. I saw two unbelievers get together, have sex, and the guy's in the car with me, ripping into her for 20 minutes, and I get this thought and coming in my head. He's gonna get back together with her. And it was so funny. And I said, when they do, doesn't matter how many people are around, I'm gonna say, the dog returns to his vomit. We did get sports betting back in the form of predict the market. I'm kind of over the sports betting thing. I won a bunch of money. Said a prayer that I regretted for a very, very long time. I was being sarcastic. But I was just getting freaking frustrated that I had to take my eyes off the Lord for 3 or 4 or sometimes 7 hours in a single day just to manage a large sum of money. And just to put a bunch of bets down, and it's just... I got my rush putting the bets down. I'm quasi-autistic, so I know where the value is. I'd be a good stocks trader back in the day. Probably. I don't know. I remember I'm kind of a Warren Buffett style investor. If I was to invest, you buy low and then buy big lower. And when the markets are down, it's like, oh, thank God. And then when the markets are up, you do a bunch of ratios and you sell off the overpriced stuff. And a lot of people, they love buying at the top and selling at the bottom. Like the market's telling you something. But I need to teach the American people what inflation is. They think inflation is the prices going up. It's pretty funny. It's like, I don't know, they're just seeing the prices go up, and I spent too much time studying money. That's interesting. I'm on food stamps, and it's really embarrassing, but I qualify for it. I'm under the income, and my friend told me I was rich. I said, I know. And he said, wow. Because he didn't think I was. Pretty interesting. I'm not near the spot yet. Well, I am kind of near, I guess. There was this kid on the internet. He said something and someone called the cops, and he was obviously joking. Well, maybe not, obviously. My goodness. But he said JK. What does that mean? JK, JK. It's whatever, right? Took him to jail for a joke. They didn't like that joke. He who justifies the wicked and he who condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord. Charlie Kirk, he didn't want to justify the wicked. He wanted to punish the wicked. I want to get to where I was, where I said it. But I don't. I don't know. A lot of times when I say stories, I just happen to be right where it happened. It's like, wow, and I was right here too. been to jail before. There was gnashing of teeth for me. Bitcoin's going to zero. Spoiler alert. Yeah, it's just it's a currency. It's a real currency, and there's no inflation on it and stuff like that. It's just a gambling crypto. I've been following it since $5. I know about the white paper and Satoshi and Nakamoto and his gift to the world. And to see the people, so there's 3 Hebrew words for sin. There's Chada, there's Tasha, and there's Avon. Chada is missing the marks. Tasha is being rebellious. And Avon is being idolatrous. I don't think the Bitcoin, I wish I knew who Satoshi was. That's why Bitcoin right now is my 3rd favorite. And it's going to zero. But, I have a prophecy on it already. It's not going to make it. What I'm hoping is we could be a better version of China, and we just keep getting good presidents coming in. I could slow things down. If you guys like it the way it is right now, they're already recording us through the TVs and the phones and the smartphones, the internets, the search histories. It's just most people, they think they're so insignificant And to be honest, most people are. They really are insignificant. And also, just who freaking cares? Somebody's watching me. They are. Every NDE that you've ever seen, there's cameras everywhere. There's cameras. God is a camera guy, and He has a smartphone in heaven. There's smartphones in heaven too. It's just God got sick of us not having them, and so He gave it to us eventually. You know what? I like it. And life would be different without them, and we would actually talk to people, and but anyways, I talk about this a lot. Well, first of all, so Bitcoin is chatter in the sense that all money is chatter. It's like, okay, you're wasting a few seconds to move money around. You take your eyes off the Lord, almost certainly, and chatter. Tesha is if you're being rebellious. And Bitcoin is not rebellious, it's anti-rebellious. And it's really helped a lot of people. There's people who move money from this country to the next country. People as an inflation hedge. It's a huge, massive saving win. Everything's going to be great. Everything has been great. If it goes to zero, it's still kind of a successful coin. But for my number 2 coin, it's Litecoin. And it's the same as Bitcoin, but there's 84 million max, and it's merged mined with Dogecoin, which is my favorite coin. Dogecoin is the favorite. My favorite is the best. It's joke dominant, and it was started as a joke origin. The silver one, Litecoin, is a clean origin, and then the Bitcoin is a mysterious origin. But it's the first, and it's the OG, original gangster coin. But we've already dethroned the dollar's weaknesses, and all fiat weaknesses with these little crypto coins. But there's good guys and bad guys. Put it like that. And 25% of women have been abused. I just saw speed limit 25. That's right, 25%. I'm gonna go get some Anyways, the cryptos can be very idolatrous. Avon. It's a fishhook and entanglement. This one is very true. Yeah, so it could be it's just the people are going to demand microchips in the hands and the forehead. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want anything going in my right hand or my forehead. And the American people shouldn't want that either, and I should get them to want that. Whether you're religious or not, it's like you do realize there is a holy book that warns us of right hand, forehead. And if you want to do that, you could go to a different country and do it. But here in this country, we have in the Constitution now nothing in the right hand or the forehead. And I don't know. The Mark of the Beast Act. Oh. Come on. Sometimes when the camera's here, when the phone's on me, I can't even move. I can't even move. I can't move my feet. I can't move my legs. It's just the spirit doesn't want me to move. Well, we need to get gas. Come on. There we go. Let go. Oh shoot! I would say shoot. Oh shoot! Don't shoot. Number 2. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Number 2.
How much?
This much. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Well, it didn't really. I put $9 in. Didn't really do anything. Oh my gosh. One and a half gallons. But yeah, when the prices go up, it's only effectively higher if the wages stay down, and the wages never stay down. So you get taxed on your net worth in cash. If you have assets, they don't take any of your money with inflation. People just think, oh no, the prices are higher. Well, you don't have any money. You didn't lose anything. Like me, I used to work minimum wage for $8 an hour. And then Aunt Simonson, that was back when the double was $1. It's like, well, it's still about $1 because it's $20. People are making $20 an hour now, so it's still $1 because the first double is $4, the second one's $1, so it's $5, so it's $2.50. So it's $2.50 per double, and back then you were making $8 an hour, so it's 1/8 of hour. You had to work for 1/8 of an hour. You had to work for 1/8 of an hour for a burger. And now if you work, what is it? It's cheaper now. It's 1/9. It's about 1/9. 1/10 would be $2. Okay, so 1/9. Or to use 1/8, it's the same price. It's pretty absurd to think that the prices have gone up. Whoa. Yeah, well, my dad bought his house at $200,000. Now it's $1 million. Yes, if anyone's listening to this from another country or something, yes, I'm the Jaden Smith of Livermore. I played Guitar Hero, was one of the best players in the world. I played League of Legends. That's one of my most embarrassing sins. And my friend just doesn't get it. He's like, I don't get it. But it's Micro Wrath. It's actually the most. It's a toxic kind of wrath. It's just a very demonic video game, and I'm long video games if you have no power and you're whatever, have fun, they look fun, but it's just, I don't know, it depends on the video game. And it depends on your attitude. Some of these games coming out, they're just so wicked. It's who makes it. Tetris is a great game. It's just a great game. I'm not one of the best Tetris players in the world, but I'm one of the best Tetris DX players. Well, I'm sorry. I'm the best Tetris DX player for consecutive Tetrises to start the game. Or you could just say consecutive Tetrises. I spent a lot of time playing that game, but I was listening to podcasts, and it's a different part of your brain when you're playing that. I know Latter-day Saints who, they play the game and we're home. This is the dream world. It's a dream world for us. Weird. It's a wicked, 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 wicked world. Lots of wicked.